It's been a relatively decent year so far for stocks, but what will the fourth quarter bring? Believe it or not, it's just about upon us. Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. Dennis Davitt of Harvest Volatility Management and Max Wolff of Manhattan Venture Partners are your guests. Dennis, Davitt, all right, so it's been an okay year. We're up a couple of percent. Little thing called the election coming down the pike. Got a little action between the U.S. and the Germans with some fines on big German companies. What do you think is going to happen with the stock market in the fourth quarter?
Well, listen, one of the things on Wall Street we have, it's called the pain trade. And the pain trade is what are people not prepared for? And I think what people are not prepared for is a strong rally into the fourth quarter. I think if you look at different sectors have behaved dramatically different in the economy. You have the utility sector, which is up 18% this year. You have the S&P, which is up 7%. Energy has rebounded. It'll be how the reallocation amongst those happens. So if you see a massive sell-off in the utility sector and they go to bonds or something over there, then you could see the S&P fall overall. But I'm looking for that money to be reallocated into more passive-like investments and for the economy as well as the stock market to go higher into the fourth quarter. The election will be the most overrated reaction, probably equaling Brexit.
You think so?
I do. I think 50% of the people out there are going to be unhappy, and they will use that as an excuse to sell stocks the following day. And then, once again, it will provide another good buying opportunity.
A lot of sizzle, but no ultimate stake. Max Wolff, do you agree with that? How do you see the fourth quarter going?
Yeah, so I don't fully agree with that in the election. I think that's 100% right if the slightly materially advantaged in most of the polls. If President Clinton wins, I think that's true. If President Clinton doesn't win, potentially President Clinton, I think that story is a little bit different. But not that people should make a political decision on that basis. I just don't think it crumbles exactly that way in both cases. And then on the other side, look, the truth is, there's every reason to believe that the sort of unbelievable thing continues, that people continue to add risk, that they buy stocks, they don't know what else to do. American stocks continue to look good, and we continue on the trend we're on. But I have to believe, because I wasted most of my youth in graduate school, that fundamentals matter, and there has to be compression of multiples. So I'm going to keep saying something that I have been saying and I have been wrong on, which is we don't have real earnings growth. The reason the stock market looks good is that companies are buying back their shares as quickly as investors dribble out of interest in owning American stocks. Don't think it lasts forever. Thinks we run out of steam there before your New Year's Eve.
Well, don't worry about the graduate school thing, too. A lot of us did it, Max, and probably all somewhat regret it because we're all sitting here talking to each other. All right, but it should be hopefully an interesting fourth quarter. I know people are pumping for a little more gains out there in the stock market. Max and Dennis, both thank you very much. We do appreciate it. What do we got, about 50 days left till that election? Thanks, folks, for tuning in to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. We'll see you next time.